Welcome to the Huggie and Ice Podcast. Here they are, Huggie and Ice.
All right, I'm ready now.
Hey, it's Huggie.
And it's Ice.
And this is the Huggie and Ice Podcast because Gene made us do it.
I just want to point out there that Gene is awesome. And I don't know, do people
how are you getting that Gene isn't awesome from because Gene made us do it? I put a lot of emphasis and thought into how I want to introduce Gene every week. He's the third member of the podcast that's never here. And he made us do this podcast because we need to start doing podcasts. So because of that, Gene kicked us right in the butt of moving forward and starting to do podcasts.
And here we are.
And now we're here. Thank you, Gene. So every week I'm going to say that. Every week's going to have a different, mentality depending on what Gene said to me in the hallways prior to us recording. I'm just kidding, Gene. Gene! Like, I did take a really long time, and I smoked a bunch of weed.
Oh, my gosh.
I was watching. I had to catch up on my Good Mythical Morning, and with Rhett and Link.
Okay.
I'm way caught up. They're doing podcasts kind of like they're doing Good Mythical Morning, kind of like we're doing a podcast with the split screen and the Zoom. It's pretty good. It's pretty well done. Kind of like Jimmy Fallon and Kimmel. Everybody's doing their shows from home. Yeah. So I smoked some Slick Rick. It's cement shoes. Look at my eyeballs.
Did you see that movie, Slick Rick? That was good.
To Detroit?
Yeah.
Was that with the little kid and Matthew McConaughey as the dad or something?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I remember.
That was a good movie.
Speaking of Detroit, this weekend was supposed to be Movement. This coming weekend.
That's exactly what you hear when you're going and driving down 94 and you're pulling up to Hart Plaza. And yeah, dude, I'm pretty sad. And they postponed it till September, but I don't know if that's going to happen even in September. But they're doing a virtual Movement weekend this weekend. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, I'm not answering my phone because I'm going to be dancing to the virtual Movement weekend.
Nice. I'm really excited that you're not going to be watching my live stream because thanks.
I am going to be watching your live stream because that's Friday night and Movement is Monday or Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Movement was not on a Friday. I have been to a Movement. You brought me to a Movement.
Yeah. You're lucky I brought you to that.
Oh wow. Okay. You're lucky. You're lucky you have a substantial DJing career as TV because I brought you that and cultured you. But do you remember that one guy? Okay, we were at Movement. Me and I sat down to take a little break.
Wait, for people who don't know what Movement is, it's an electronic music festival that's been happening in Detroit since like the year 2000.
People that watch this I would hope they would know.
Well,
but if they don't, you did a great explanation. There's been some great acts that come through there, dude. When we saw Claude Von Stroke for the first time close out the Stargate stage, or what was it called?
I think that was the main stage.
The main stage, and because Maceo Plex was playing at one end,
yeah.
Diplo was playing at the other one, and then freaking Claude Von Stroke closed it down. His parents were off to the side. He put it on vinyl. We were there for that,
And then we went to the after party. I think it was at
the church,
the Sonic Temple.
Yeah, it was super super dope. But the one specific thing that I wanted to bring up because me and Ice needed to take a break. It was hot out. It was Memorial Day. We were wasted. We sit down and everybody starts looking up at this tree. I'm like, what is everybody looking at this tree? And there's just this guy just standing in the tree. Remember that? This dude was so fucked up that he climbed up a tree and like would not come down. There was like 12 security guards trying to get this dude down. Eventually, he let go.
Like that. He was like, whoa! Just let go and they caught him, dude, and like luckily everybody was okay. At least I think he was. I mean, he was definitely messed up on drugs, but it was quite entertaining.
It was like a good break between like us watching music. And that was a good split, it was good.
It was entertaining to say the least.
I'm glad he's okay. But there was a lot. That one dude climbed up there and like put him down.
I remember that, man.
That was actually a great trip. Like everything about that trip, except for when we were on the boat and we couldn't go. Okay, so Ice's parents.
That sucked.
We had been up all night, all day. Like we could not fall asleep for reasons we cannot talk about. And so we were like, yeah, your parents want to take us on a boat.
I wanted to go out on the boat, yes, because dude, like I love going out on the boat. Insatiable too, like. Shout out to like.
Are you shouting out your dad's boat, dude?
Yeah, why not, dude? That's like his baby. But yeah, so we were up all night, all day, and then we were like, let's go. And my mom, before we left the house, before we were gonna go to the boat, was like, you should eat something. We're like, nah, because
we'll eat. Yeah, we'll eat on the
Yeah, because we were taking the boat to go to Maya, which is over there by that other marina. But anyways, dude, like, what happened? Like, we didn't get our food or something.
We did. We waited for a little bit to get a seat because it was cracking. And when we did sit down, we all ordered food. But
it never came.
It never came. But like one thing did come. It was like the pizza. And then so we had to drive.
It was Larry's shrimp.
Yeah. We didn't get any food at all. We barely got drinks. So
now it's probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
It's later, and we have not eaten yet.
Not yet. From the day before, and we've been up this whole time. And
we're just no sleep. We have not eaten for a good 12, 15 hours at this point.
Yeah.
So we were like, screw it. We got on the boat and we just went to this other restaurant.
We went, and I was pissed. I was like, fuck that. I don't want to eat. I don't want shit. I was mad. You know the mood.
And when Ice gets mad, it's like Moody Central, dude. I mean, we're all a little moody.
Don't talk to me. I'm good. I'll come out of it when I come out of it.
I don't know why she gets so ghetto, but it happens. She gets a gangster accent. So we're driving to this other restaurant, which is still probably about 45 minutes away from where we were.
Yeah.
So we get to this place, and apparently Larry and Lori know the chef. Remember?
Yeah.
Hey, tell her Larry.
Yeah, it was Mike's Marine. It was Mike's Marine.
They didn't give a fuck the place was packed. It's Memorial Day weekend. They did not care if Mike or Larry or Lori were coming to this place. They were like, yeah, so I don't care if you know the owner. We still had to wait a good 45 minutes. We finally ate about almost 20 hours after.
It was probably like we ate at around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And like my mom and dad are like, just have a drink, chill out. I'm like, I'm just fucking pissed. And I don't know why I get like that, dude. I've been like that ever since I was a little kid. Like, shout out to my homegirl, Sheila. I felt really bad about this. Like, we took the boat one time to Maumee Bay, and they were like, do you want to bring a friend? And I was like, yeah, I wanted to bring my friend Sheila. And I don't know what happened, dude. I don't know if she did something or I said something, but something in me just snapped, and I didn't want anything to do with her for the rest of the trip. And like, my mom and dad were hanging out with my friend while I just like stayed down below on the boat. Like,
that's normal. You still do that.
Shut up, dude.
Ice is very moody. I'm moody too, but at least I still put up with people.
Don't get me started on your moodiness.
Wow. I'm not trying to bring this up. I'm keeping it casual and fresh, baby. Either way, it was really fun, Detroit. I think this podcast is basically dedicated to you, Ice, for showing me one of the coolest things. And because movement was super dope. I had just kind of started TV, and I was going to see some of like my favorite producers at the time, and it was amazing. That was probably one of my favorite vacations, or short amount of getaways of all time. And I'm really bummed that you don't get to experience it except for digitally this time. I will say that I watched the EDC one. A few people from EDC.
Dude, come on.
It felt super weird,
Ultra,
dude.
Like I don't know if it's just because I'm from Detroit and like I've been going to movement like pretty much every weekend. I think I've only missed like one movement since 2002, and that was because I moved out to Portland and I just didn't decide to go back that year. But yeah, dude, there's just something about it. It's the vibe, it's the city, it's the people. EDC, everybody's just like, let's all go.
You're taking my compliment or my quote about EDC wrong. No, fuck EDC for sure. As a person, I want to play it, but I'm just saying the movement live stream is going to be super, super weird. Like the graphics are like really too good, and they're still trying to make it feel like it's at this huge place. You're going to be like, it's going to sound really good for sure.
I'm going to be dancing over there in my kitchen, dude.
Over there.
My videos, I'm going to be dancing all day long, regardless. I wish I had friends.
I have not been watching your videos. I'm just throwing it out there. But I did look on the back end of YouTube to check out our views, and your first two have been copyright claimed because it's got those songs.
Oh, well, that's so stupid. Like, copyright this, copyright that. If you're the owner of something great, dude, and it's like people are going to use your stuff, and I get people own the rights and they should get, money and paid, but it's like, man, dang laws. Why can't people just like be cool? Hell, oh my God.
What?
Right before we started the podcast, I have neighbors on both sides of me that have like windows because my balcony like kind of pushes out, right? And so I could see into the apartment below me, but across the way. And I swear to God, I shit you not, this girl was on the phone and I looked through the blinds and I'm like, oh my God, is she naked? I swear to God, I thought she was naked and I really think she was, dude.
What apartment number is yours?
Shut up. I ain't telling you.
I'm trying to figure out like right below it's probably like a floor down, right?
Oh, okay, so she's probably like 5'2", 6.
Over at the Merrick Apartments at 526, there'll probably be a naked lady around Wednesday, 4:30. If you're trying to look up at those, it's on the back end, facing the Moda Center.
Come on.
Now everybody knows where you live.
Yeah,
to close up.
No.
I was trying to get out of it quick, dude.
No. So I remember when I first had my first radio gig in Indiana, when I was first on Click Hop. And like my first break, I was like, yeah, what up, Fort Wayne? Like, I'm Ice. I just moved in over at Walnut Hills Apartments. And my program director comes in there. He's like, why are you telling everybody where you live? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't do it.
Creeps, dude. You're a creep. You just wanted people to come over because you're lonely, dude.
I am lonely, man. Where's man? Hey, yo, he's facing the door. He wants to get out of here.
Yeah, dude. He's trying to get that freak off the microphone. Closing out, because I want to eat my fit foods. I got to go to a writing session, but I wanted to recommend.
Oh yeah. Wait, you recommended something last week, dude.
We both did. We decided instead of just doing it once, one, we both recommended something last week. So now we can both. No, you go ahead. You go first. Go ahead.
I don't have one yet. So you.
Oh wow! I recommend that you think about donating to the American Cancer Society on Friday during my live stream, so we can help. It's a really troubling time right now. There's two things. Like, you should definitely donate blood, and you should definitely donate to the American Cancer Society. I'm doing a live stream 8:00 on Friday on my Twitch, which I'll put it in the link or the description or whatever. It's just a good cause, and I'm only doing a handful of live streams. I do have one on Saturday. It's going to be more of a fun one, but at this crucial time, there's nothing more than I can ask for than to help out the kids that have cancer that right now probably are being affected the most because, their immune systems can't keep up with what the coronavirus is doing. So I recommend that you just help some kids if that, All
right.
Check out my live stream. We're going to put it up on the website, right?
Yeah, we'll put it up on the website. And in addition to that, you should also definitely check out this race, Hustle Against Hunger, that I'll be running in virtually, because everybody's doing runs now virtually, and Detroit hustles harder. So obviously I got to do Hustle Against Hunger, dude. But shout out to Terrapin Events, and you can do 2, you can do 5, you can do 8, you can do 10 miles. It's really up to you. You just sign up for the race. I'll have some free passes, so I'll put the link to that as well, and we'll share it out on all of our socials.
Did you just run by yourself?
Yeah, and you can do it if you want to do it where you're at.
Yeah.
And if some of my friends are watching this back home in the D, you guys can run with me too, and it all supports the Oregon Food Bank. So of course I'm going to be doing some curls with some like cans of soup to get myself ready, if you know what I'm saying. But to your point, like, I recommend that if you can help.
Now's the time to help, man. If you've always thought like, man, deep down inside, like, I wish I could do and give back, this is probably the time to do it for sure. So we'll post all this to liveany55.com, listen to ice.com, listen to Huggie.com. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and you have a great rest of your week. Boobs!